it's Sam. So today I'm going to be doing my December empties. Can you guys believe it is January 2019? Where did the year go? So the very first thing, I have a good amount of things today actually. I've got some skincare, I've got some beauty, or makeup, you guys know what I mean. The very first thing is the Beauty by Design Purify number 147. This is a radiant cleanser. So I will have a full skincare routine coming up for you guys next week. And obviously this product was in it. This, if you haven't heard of Beauty by Design, it's basically like a personalized skincare where you actually get to text with an actual licensed esthetician and they pick out a plan for you guys that is custom especially for you. So I did this back in, was it October? It was a while ago, it was months ago, before we even moved. I basically have been using their products. I'm actually on my second cleanser bottle, so this is my first. I'm on a new one now. And I feel like I have seen a huge difference in my skin. This cleanser specifically just makes your skin have this gorgeous, like super radiant glow afterwards. It's just, it makes your skin almost like that squeaky clean where your skin just looks like so tight and delightful, but not in a tight, dry way, but like in a, oh God, my skin looks so delightful kind of way. I don't really know how to describe it. Once you sign up and do the survey of like everything about your skin, then your esthetician will reach out to you. They'll ask you more. They'll ask you for pictures of your skin without makeup. They'll ask you for pictures of your whole entire routine that you're currently using, and they'll come up with a plan for you that works especially for you. Once you've contacted her, like I could text her today and be like, hey, I've been breaking out lately, what's fucking going on? And she will always be my personal esthetician that I can contact, which is amazing. This cleanser is amazing, I love it. The next thing is a cleansing balm. So I always double cleanse. I use an actual cleansing balm kind of makeup remover first, and then I use a cleanser afterwards. And the difference is a cleansing balm is going to really break down the makeup and really get in, especially if you are someone who wears like full-on, full coverage makeup, you want to make sure that you're using a cleansing balm first or cleansing oil and then using your cleanser afterwards. So this is the one I've been using. This is the Fountain of Truth Take It Off Cleansing Balm. This is actually a skincare line by Juliana Rancic, and her team sent me out a bunch of their products. This is the one specifically that I really, really enjoyed. I just found it to be a really great cleansing balm. It removes all of your makeup. It doesn't bother my eyes. It's a really nice scent. And I really just like the way that my skin really seemed to like this one specifically, so I would highly recommend this one. I would definitely repurchase. I also used up a Loving Tan 2-Hour Express Dark. I love this self-tanner, it's so good. It's actually better now that I live in a more humid climate, because when I lived in a more dry climate, I felt like this didn't wear as well, like after like a week or so, I was like looking deserty. And now that we have a little bit more humidity and moisture in the air, I feel like it lasts so much longer, and it also wears off a lot nicer. It's not quite as dry and kind of cracked looking. So I highly recommend, if you do live in a more humid climate, this you're gonna love. If you live in a dry climate, it can look a little dry on the skin after like 5 days. So just keep that in mind. But I like the 2-Hour Express in dark because I feel like that one just, it does such a good job. I also used up the Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day Geranium Scent Hand Soap. This was a really nice hand soap. I mean, it's nice, it doesn't dry your skin out, and it smells good. I also used up the Merle Norman Brush Cleansing Bar. I actually really liked this cleansing bar. I think it was really good. I was in Sephora, so I recently just picked up the Beauty Blender one, but I do actually think that this is a really great one, and I think it's a little bit bigger. Okay, then I have a couple of scents that I used up. So I used the Lalique L'Amour, I don't know how you say it properly. This was from my Scentbird. I also used up the DKNY Be Delicious Fresh Blossom, which is like, oh God, so good, so floral. Oh God, it's just like so juicy but floral. Then I also used up the Hugo Boss Deep Red, which is like a perfect fall, cold weather, just sexy, spicy, kind of sweet scent. And then I also used up the Dolce & Gabbana Garden, which I absolutely loved. I get so many compliments every time I wear this. It's very sweet, very kind of vanilla-y, kind of just like a little, like you're baking. It's just so delicious, and the bottle is so beautiful. Okay, next I used up the Body Shop Banana Truly Nourishing Shampoo and Truly Nourishing Conditioner, as well as another Truly Nourishing Shampoo. You guys know I I've spoken about this so many times. I just love this shampoo and conditioner. It is just so good. If you have blonde hair and you like you get some highlights and your hair's looking a little bit mangled and you're like, this is just so good. It's the only thing that I ever feel like when I use consistently, my hair just is so much healthier. It does add a little bit of brassiness to your blonde hair. So I would definitely recommend using a purple shampoo at least once or twice a week, maybe once. But this is just so good. It makes your hair so silky, so soft, so shiny, and just like so healthy. So I love this stuff. It's just so good. And then I also used up the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I really need another one of these. I feel like I can't live without it. So yeah, this is amazing. I use it to wet all of my brushes when I really want like to intensify eyeshadow. This is amazing. And then I also used up the Murad Pore Rescue Skin Smoothing Polish. This is my favorite exfoliator. It's so good. I only use it, especially when I don't self-tan, or especially when I have self-tanned, I won't use it until I start to fade out, and then I'll use it a little bit more. But I would say probably twice a week I use this. And I use it in the morning because then it like really sloughs everything off and gives you like a really good, just like healthy looking, just super clean glow to your skin. But I love it. It's amazing. I've used it for a long time and then I kind of forgot about it for a while there, and then I remembered about it, and then I started using it and I was like, So I use basically the cleanser that I just showed you in the nighttime and in the morning, and then on the days that I need to exfoliate, then I'll use this instead of the cleanser in the morning, and then I'll use the cleanser at night. So I kind of just like, it just depends on where I'm at with my self-tan, as well as kind of just like just looking at your skin. Sometimes you just know like, my skin needs an exfoliation. And I feel like that works the best for me is just like waiting for my self-tan to fade, then doing it, and then doing it like a couple days later, and then reapplying my self-tanner and leaving it for a minute. So that's really good. Highly recommend that one. These were from Hill House Naturals. This was the little reindeer one. I got this last year, and then that was a bit mangled. This was the, I don't know, it's like a little snowflake one. So I used up those, and then I also used up the Skylar Arrow candle. This one's a little bit more subtle. It's kind of like a spicy, kind of woodsy scent. This one's kind of sweet, like cookies. And that one's like really pumpkin-y and like, you know, cinnamony. That's really hard to say. And I also used up my Tom's. I got this so many years ago when we still lived in Montana. This was a Tom's candle when they came out with the Tom's and Target collection. I got this candle and I never ever burned it, and then I was like, I'm just gonna burn it, and I burned it, and now it's gone. So those are my December empties, everything that I used up, 4th month of December. I hope you guys enjoy and found it helpful. I know a lot of you guys really like these videos, and I do feel like I'm obviously gonna continue doing them, because a lot of you guys, when I asked you what you want to see from me in 2019, so many of you guys still said, I love your empties. And I do feel like it's very helpful. Oh, well, and hey, I just used this one up today. I used this up this morning. This is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mask. It's nice because it's a sheet mask, but it's more of a milky serum versus a actual like slimy serum. Actually, I wonder if I could get another use out of it. I feel like I could, because there's still some serum in here. So it's not like slimy and like slippery. It's more like milky and kind of like more hydrating, if that makes sense. But it does make you, I was so worried because it said like luminous dewy, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so oily, what's gonna happen? But it's actually like just a very like hydrating. I have a child in the back of my video, don't I? What are you doing?
Lenny wants to do video too.
You do? You can sit with me if you'd like. She's still in her pajamas. It just is like very hydrating, and it gives you like a nice healthy glow without being like dewy, or like it did not make me look dewy, did it? Well, you have to do this. Dewy. Ooh. It definitely just makes you have like a nice, like healthy, kind of radiant complexion. So if you are someone who's oily and you're like, oh gosh, I'm nervous, I wouldn't be, because I was a little bit worried that it was going to be like actually dewy, but it's not. It's like more radiant and just kind of like healthy. So that was my last thing that I used up. Technically that's January, but I'll just go ahead and feature it now since it's on my desk. So yes, there you guys go. I hope you guys, oh, that's what I was saying. I find them to be so helpful because if you can use up a product to the last drop, chances are you're either being very frugal or you really, really enjoyed that product. And I feel like that's really helpful, because especially as like influencers, we get sent so many products. Actually, I don't anymore because I feel like everyone is still sending it to my old address. I literally have hardly gotten any PR since we moved. And I updated everyone with my address, but for some reason, no one's updated it. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I won't get PR anymore. But I feel like because we have so many amazing products just like given to us, it's hard to use up products because you have so many that you're like, okay, I'm gonna try this out, I'm gonna try this out. So when you find products that you really love that you end up using it to the very last drop, I feel like that really says something because we have so many options to choose from so that for us to just be able to pick one and use it all the way up is like, it's a pretty big deal. So I always just find these to be very helpful videos. So I hope you guys enjoy and found it helpful as well. If you did, she's just looking at pictures over here. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We would really appreciate that, me and Lil, wouldn't we?
Yay!
Miss Lily lost a tooth. She lost it on, was it New Year's Eve? Or is it, no,
it was the day before New Year's Eve.
Yeah, go like this. She lost one on the bottom. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, and we'll see you in my next video.
Baby brush.
Baby brush. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.